Hello Pisces, hello my two fishes friends, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here, I appreciate you. I'm here with a reading for the week ahead, Pisces, and we are going to be doing two hands today. We're going to use two different decks, possibly two different subjects, or maybe those two subjects might collide with each other. We'll find out what's going on. But if you are someone who's brand new and you've never been here before, you just tripped over this channel, welcome here. I hope you'll decide to stay. We do have a beautiful large Pisces following here. I am your Pisces sister. I'm a Pisces moon. So whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, please join us. Hit the subscription button and that bell button so you'll know when I'm uploading. Pisces, this is for you for the week ahead. Thank you for all of the attention you've been giving my videos. I appreciate you so much. So much. So let's do two hands. And, whenever you find this reading, it's always going to be for the week ahead, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year. Let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week ahead, Pisces, what's going on with your energies? Tell me about Pisces, please. We have the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, life is about to speed up. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck in Groundhog Day, work, eat, sleep, I feel like you're about to get either some communication or something is about to speed up here. I feel like there is some sort of incoming communication that might speed things up for you here. Tell me why the Eight of Wands is here, please, for Pisces. We do have the World card. Somebody is going to communicate with you and tell you that they've accomplished something or that they've hit some sort of a milestone and they've decided to close the door on something in the past. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy here. It could be one of those signs. It doesn't have to be, but it feels like it took somebody a really long time to get to the energy of the World card. It is all the fixed signs, and the fixed signs move very slow at anything, right? So it's very slow moving, had to change their mind. It was hard to change their mind, but it feels like with the World card here, they feel like whatever they're closing the door on is actually quite an accomplishment. We've got the Seven of Cups. And we have the Moon card. So this person, I feel like they could be a fixed sign, and I feel like they waited a long time to communicate with you. The Seven of Cups is here, which tells me that they felt it might be a little bit emotionally overwhelming. Maybe for you, maybe for them, I don't know. But I feel like things aren't as they seem, I want to say. Things are, for those of you who are waiting for this communication, maybe you're not waiting on it. Maybe you're suspecting. Maybe you have a knowing because you are Piscean energy. But it feels like with the Moon energy here, that things, I always see Charlie, my guide, always shows me the picture immediately of the mirror on the side of the car, and across the top of the mirror it says things are closer than they appear. And I feel like there is something that's closer than it appears, and also that there is it's not exactly as you think it is. So I feel like this communication is coming from possibly a Pisces or a Cancer, or this indicates that you know that something is coming. It's like you feel it, right? Tell me more. What's coming? Tell me about the Moon. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So the Five of Wands is telling me that I feel like there is a little bit of pushback from within, right? So we have this Cancer and Piscean energy, which is really the psychic energy that's on high. I also feel like there's a little bit of fear. The Five of Wands is telling me that because you're not sure what's arriving, it's like you're a little bit defensive about it. And maybe you have some sort of something going on within you that's like avoiding it, pushing it back, sort of giving a pushback a little bit here. It feels like with the Hanged Man energy that you've been thinking about something or trying to find a different perspective on love. For some of you, the Ace of Cups is in the reverse because you're wondering, am I ever going to find love again? Is it ever going to find me? I feel like you're trying to find some sort of different perspective. You're asking the universe to give you some balance in your psychic energy, like your psychic intuitive energy. And I feel like with the Five of Wands, it feels like there is some sort of fear of things that won't go right, or something is arriving and it's going to be bad, or it's like it's indecision, right? It's like, I don't know what it is. I can't figure out what it is. Tell me what's arriving, please. We do have the Six of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. What? Pisces, look at that. So it feels like there is somebody here, and I think it's the person, we'll clarify this a little bit more, but the person who I feel has taken forever or taken a really long time to approach you with this communication. It feels like this person might tell you that they've cut out of some sort of chaos. There's something back there that they felt that they belonged to or belonged in, and they're no longer there. I want to say that this is something that you're kind of like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you just left? It feels like somebody here is coming toward you, Pisces, because of the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Somebody here has, they've decided that where you are is the calmer place, that you're the person that offers the calm, you're the person that offers the compassion, the kindness. This person feels like wherever they've been has been very chaotic, and so they're moving on. This is movement. And I feel like they feel that you are the one that holds the Two Cups, or at least one of them, and the Lovers is here. This person feels a very deep connection to you. It's something that is never, the deep connection that you have to them, Pisces, is something that has never gone away for them. They've always thought about it, and it was very chaotic for them to just think about it and not do anything about it. Makes sense as to why the Seven of Cups is here with the Eight of Wands. Somebody feeling confused and a little bit chaotic, and I need to communicate with Pisces. Tell me about the World card, please. What has ended here? We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. So somebody here has decided that they want to speak to you very clearly, very honestly, and head over heart about something that they've been in their head about. So the Eight of Swords is here. If there's somebody here who has been very quiet with you, they could be a fixed sign. Look, we have the World card and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this ending that's coming up here is going to change everything. This ending that they're having is changing everything, and it's causing them to really go over things with a fine-tooth comb, right? The King of Swords is here. The King of Swords over all else must have honesty and truth, must have transparency, and is going to speak that way to everybody, giving, this person when they're in the upright is quite noble and trustworthy. This person is interested in justice, right? And so I feel like they've been thinking about that for a while. Now, I feel like the King of Swords has had themselves in a place where they felt like their hands were tied, that they couldn't communicate with you. Maybe they thought there was competition for you with the Five of Wands, but it feels like they felt like they couldn't communicate with you. They had a lot to say. This person is very intelligent, has a lot to say, but I feel like this person was in worry. They were stuck in a cycle. The 8 and the 1 king that the king carries, the Ace of Swords, is 9. I feel like this person has been stuck in their head for a while and been worried about how you would feel if they communicated with you. But I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is here because it's divine timing. This is the fated time. Things are about to change and expand. I feel like this person felt like wherever they were was keeping them in a place that possibly they weren't comfortable in, or maybe they felt like they were in a box or being restricted. And the Jupiter energy that comes with the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter is the ruling planet, right, is the expansion. So somebody felt like they must expand beyond the walls or beyond the fence. They had to expand, and I feel like that's why they closed the door on something, and they consider that to be something that is a monumental change in their life, I feel. Tell me why the King of Swords is here, please. Why was the King of Swords in their head? Why were they worried about what to say? Because the Page of Cups, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords. I feel like this person feels as though they broke your heart, or that there is some hardship between you. And we do have the Page of Cups. So I think that the king is wondering, should they just pop up on you? Should they just surprise? Or is this indicating that maybe there's an apology that needs to be had? I feel like the Queen of Wands is, although you're here as Piscean energy, I feel like I'm speaking to someone who maybe has some fire in the moon and the rising. You could have it, maybe you're not, but maybe you're just a really tenacious Pisces. Because the Queen of Wands is that, right? She is the one who is quite tenacious, on her own, independent of everybody and everything, doing her own thing, right? Doesn't care if people think she's a little wackadoo or not. So Sagittarius. I'm not saying you're wackadoo. I'm a Sagittarius rising. We are a little bit weird, but that's okay. I feel like that this king feels like they owe you an apology. They see you rising above everybody else. Like you're rising above the crowd. So I don't know what you're doing in your daily life here. but I feel like you're rising above the crowd. You can see her on the back of the horse, right? It's like you're above everybody else, but I don't mean that like you feel like you're above everybody else. That's not what I mean. But I feel like you are doing really well for yourself. This is the entrepreneur. This is the tenacious one that doesn't care if they fall and skin their knees. They don't really care if they fall and scrape their elbows. They don't care. They're just going to bandage themselves up and keep moving. The reason the Queen of Wands sits on the throne is because everything that came to kill her made her stronger, and she's really strong. So I feel like this king may have broken your heart or disappointed you in some respect. And I feel like the king thinks that they owe you some sort of an apology. We have a tower. Why? The tower, because the Nine of Wands is here. Look, this tower is right around the corner for you, Pisces. This is something that's coming pretty soon. I want to say for some of you that you have been exhausted. It feels like you've carried these burdens around of maybe the silence between you and the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is Aquarius, but is also Gemini and Libra in this reading. We do have Gemini energy here as well. We have Piscean energy, Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Like, it could be really any sign, but we do have some Scorpio and Mars energy here, right? It's time for the destruction, the falling of something. And I feel like what's ending here is you waiting at the edge, waiting for the cycle to end, waiting to put down burdens. I feel like this communication that's coming in from the king is going to help you put down some burdens. And I feel like this communication is right around the corner. What does the king want to say? The king is coming in, taking charge, and going to tell you that exactly how they're feeling, exactly what they want. I feel like this, the Seven of Wands tells me, and the Chariot tells me that somebody's standing their ground on victory. The Emperor never goes into a situation unless they're going to win. There's no way that the Emperor is going to risk the entire empire on a whim. Right? This person does their homework. They are the King of Cups, so they're the person who's strategic and slow. I'm going to make sure that I have all the details covered. The King of Pentacles, I need to make sure that everything's in place, everything's solid and grounded, and I'm not going to lose. Like, the Emperor is never going to enter a situation where it's iffy. The Emperor is only going to go in because they know the situation, they realize the situation, and they know they're going to win. So I feel like this person comes charging in, and they are holding their ground on victory. They're like not taking no for an answer. So I feel like you are going to get some communication from someone who has a lot of big feelings for you that they've never expressed to you. Someone who is cut out of some sort of type of chaos here. And I feel like you're here wondering, where's mine? Where's the love? Like, is it poured out? Is it ever going to happen in the future? We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like as soon as you let go of the situation, let go of the King of Swords, let go of the Emperor, whoever you're dealing with, could be Aries. I feel like when you finally let go, that's when it comes in. So for some of you, it's around the corner. And for others of you, you got to let go of the notion that this person is arriving. You must let go of the past in order to reach for the future. If you cannot reach for the future, if you are still tied to the past. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Pentacles. Some of you have a lot of work to do on the self. And people say, where's mine, Elsie? You keep reading for years and years telling me that mine is arriving and it's not. Well, here it is, Eight of Pentacles. You might have some work you need to do on you. Everybody's always pointing at everyone else saying they need to do the work. I'm just going to sit here and wait because they need to do the work. It could be you. It's time for you to master something. I'm going to say that if this is not self-mastery, it's time for you to take up painting, or maybe you want to play the guitar, maybe you're tap dancing. I don't know what it is, but it's time for you to take up some sort of a mastery to fill your time. And learning something new and creating self-mastery in whatever it is, whether you're working on you, working on a new language. I'm learning Spanish, by the way. No matter what it is, it feels like it's time for you to pick up some type of self-mastery skills, whether that is skills of the self or something else. We do have the High Priestess. We're talking about you. That's what's going to bring in the judgment. That's what's going to bring in the Emperor or the King, whichever one you're dealing with. And I feel like if you're dealing with the Emperor, you're dealing with the King, because the Emperor is all of the kings, right? All right. So we do have Gemini energy. We have Scorpio energy. We do have Piscean energy, Cancer. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, and Pisces. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Aries. All right. Let's figure it out. What's the second hand for Pisces, please? Tell me what else is coming up for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Second hand for Pisces. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces. What do we need to know for Pisces, please? What does Pisces need to know? We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here is not expressing themselves, is not speaking out about something. It's like it's silent. We're not moving. Things are kind of stuck or quiet, silent. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Pisces, please? It's Gemini energy. Could be silent with a Gemini, or Gemini is silent with you. Got the Empress. We've got the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's silence, I want to say. If you are the Empress, and you can be the Empress without having to be just the Taurus or Libra energy, because when the Empress is in the room, so are all of the queens. Take that as it resonates for you. The Empress is feminine leaning energy. She's mostly a feminine energy, but she also has masculine energy. So masculine or feminine Empress. We do have the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like that Gemini might be your friend. Or maybe we're talking about a Taurus or a Libra. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like you know this person. Or you're silent with a friend. Maybe it's not a Gemini, a Taurus, or a Libra. Maybe it's somebody that you've been silent with, or someone who's been silent with you. The Three of Pentacles tells me that you know this person, that it's a friend of a friend, or somebody who is on your team, or who used to be on your team, someone in your community possibly. And I feel like you really do want to open some sort of a new, healthy path. You want to invest. You want to, walk through the gates and start on some sort of a new path in the 3D, but there's something here that's bothering you. And it's like either something is not moving forward, or it's been stalled, or this could be someone that you're not speaking to, someone who maybe used to be on your team and is not anymore. Tell me why the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, please, for Pisces. Why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse? We do have the Ten of Pentacles, we do have the Tower, and we have the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So I feel like this might be somebody that you have ties to in the Pentacle world. It might be someone that you shared abundance with. So maybe you worked with them. Maybe you worked with them in the Pentacle world. But it feels like the Ten of Pentacles is longevity. So you've known them for a really long time in the Pentacle world. I feel like if it is a person that's being silent with you, or you being silent with them, the Tower is here. So something is about to change. There's about to be some sort of a shocking shift that you're not expecting here. And the Seven of Wands tells me that it's, I feel like somebody is about to, is protecting themselves from the Tower. It almost feels like, like the Empress is psychic, right? She has psychic energy because she is the Queen of Cups. That's Cancer energy, and she's very highly intuitive for sure. It's like she can anticipate things coming. That's why Cancer is so good in business. The Ten of Pentacles is telling me that this is something that's been going on for a long time in the Pentacle world, and it's about to end. I feel like there's about to be some sort of a shift or a shocking change. I feel like it's going to make you feel defensive when this person arrives, or when you get the call. Or tell me what else I need to know about this Knight of Swords being in the reverse, please. There's about to be movement, because I feel like the Tower is telling me that the illusion is gone. The illusion that you couldn't say anything, or you had to hold your ground against somebody in the Pentacle world here. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Magician. So the High Priestess tells me that you have this psychic intuitive notion. It also means that you've been very silent, that you've decided you're the Empress, you're not moving forward. The Empress does not chase, right? So I feel like that you've decided, if this person doesn't want to talk to me, it's fine. They don't need to talk to me, but I'm just going to go on my way. I think that's the thing here. I feel like you've been silent, and this person's been silent with you. You've been silent with them, and you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to wait around. This particular queen in this deck, this depiction, always makes me feel like, okay, well, if you don't want to talk, then I'm going to go. And it feels like she's just on her way, conquering things. Like she's the one who is not scared of anything, right? She's very tenacious, as I said before, very tenacious tenacious, on her own, very independent, an entrepreneur, doing her things, creating stuff, everything's growing. And you're like, okay, fine, you want to be silent, that's fine. I'm just going to keep manifesting over here, and you can figure out what you're doing. Tell me what happens here. Tell me about this tower here. What happens when the tower falls? For some of you, it feels like with the Ten of Pentacles and the tower being here, this could be a windfall. You could get a promotion or some sort of big bag of money dropped on your head. I don't know what this is, but when this tower shows up with the Ten of Pentacles for me, it's all of it. It's like you're about to, I don't know, like have some really great luck or expansion, or you're about to see something you never saw before. For me as a reader and a clairvoyant, I have a guide who shows me pictures, right? And whenever I see the tower, I'm always seeing it right close up, like so I can touch it. And then I look up and all I see is stone, right? It's like standing at the front of a castle looking up, and all I see is stone. You can't see around it. And it feels like when the tower falls, you're like, oh, there's a road over there. There's something else over there that I wasn't seeing. And so I feel like that the tower falls. And although you've been feeling defensive about the moment when this person would come in and speak with you, or the moment when something would go off, you didn't expect it to come in as a tower. Now, the tower is something that is uncomfortable, I'm just going to say. So it could end up being somebody losing a job, and then goes, all of a sudden you go to a job and it's paying you double of what it paid. So the tower shows up as mercy, always, always. It never shows up when there's a healthy, good, balanced thing going on just to wreck your day. That's not what the tower is about. The tower is breaking down the illusion and showing you what you never really did need. And I feel like you were feeling very defensive about change, but I feel like there is some change coming here that is going to be really abundant for you. Tell me what the tower is, please. What's the energy in the tower? We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Swords. Somebody that has blocked you is somebody who's coming back to give you some type of reciprocity. That's what it looks like. I feel like this person is cheering you on from a distance. You might have a platform, maybe you're online somewhere, but maybe you work at the local Starbucks. I don't know. Maybe you work someplace where this person can view you. Maybe it's the office, right? We've got Pentacles here. We've got someone that you may have worked with before. It could be somebody who is watching you grow or watching people cheer you on from a distance, because the Two of Swords is here. So I feel like somebody doesn't want to get hurt, or they don't want to be told no. It's like somebody here doesn't want to be pushed aside, or said, look, I put that block in place there for a reason. Or it feels like somebody here really does want to give you some type of reciprocity in the 3D world, like in your Pentacle world, because they see you doing really well. That's the Queen of Wands energy. She's come up as your energy twice now, even though the High Priestess has been in this reading, right? I feel like you are a tenacious Pisces. That's what it feels like here. That you're just like, you know what, bro, I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go after my manifestations, and you can just do what you're gonna do in the background. I feel like you did that, and I feel like this person is watching you grow, Pisces. Tell me what's coming up here. King of Cups is coming in, my friend. You've been disconnected from the King of Cups, and this person is about to come in and put a really big spotlight on the reasons that you two have not been speaking to each other. So we have the King of Cups, and that is the person who is emotionally available, emotionally intelligent. They are very protective. This person moves very slowly and strategically. If this is somebody that you've been waiting on forever, that's why. This person doesn't usually move forward unless they know that they've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. They're kind of like a Virgo that way, but they are also emotionally available. They're a person who knows themselves, confident in their emotions. I feel as though there's going to be some type of a breakthrough here, that the king is having some type of a breakthrough and is in a realization that they're watching you have your wins without them. And I don't think they want you to win without them. I don't think that they want to take over or they're jealous of your wins. I feel like they see you having victory. They see you rising above whatever it is that you do, my friend, whatever it is that you do for a living, you are above the rest of the people who do the exact same thing as you. So maybe you're the best hairstylist, maybe you're the best esthetician. I don't know what it is, but this person is watching you grow and rise above the rest. And I feel like this king is coming in because I feel like they've had a breakthrough that they no longer want to be on the outside looking in. They actually want to get into the audience and cheer you on. Tell me more about this King of Cups, please. We have the Wheel of Fortune. There it is. Yep. Somebody has had a change of mind, a change of heart, right? Because we're looking at someone who's very heart-centered. They've had a change of heart. It's divine timing that's here. It's time to expand the heart space is what it is, because we're looking at Jupiter energy as well. We've got the Lovers, and there we go. You're about to get some communication, my friend, from this person who thinks that you are their person, somebody who feels very psychically, emotionally connected to you. Someone who is a deep soul connection. I feel like this is what's going down very soon here, my friend, probably in the week ahead, that there is a breakthrough that brings communication, possibly from the King of Cups, possibly from an Aries. We do have Pisces energy here. We have Taurus and Libra as well. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio energy here as well. Maybe a little bit of Leo. All right. Gemini as well. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Leo over here. Lots of Leo energy. I'm going to leave it there for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you. Bye-bye.